Yo, hey guys. Today we're gonna do a video about the gearing up system in 12.0 because a lot will change how gearing is gonna go, how upgrading your gear, or actually in this matter replacing your gear, is gonna work, and how to gear actually up as time progresses through the server, how you're gonna keep up with your gear score, and so on and forth. First thing you will want to do is to get a profession or your current profession to the new level 95 because you're going to need it. Professions are going to be a necessity into developing your character's gear score and gear itself because it's going to be a necessary part of it. If you won't have profession, don't panic, but then you're going to need somebody that has a profession to do it for you, and then you'll have to either, I don't know, however you deal with it, but then you have to pay him or whatever to get the stuff you need. So first thing how it works is that when you go to the anvil, you'll see that gear can only be crafted and no longer be upgraded. So everything that you have simply replaces the next one. As I already told before, and as I'm gonna go with a clean sheet here, gear is gonna be divided into 3 different tiers. You have tier 1, tier 2 and tier 3. Now tier 1, remember how it was before, that half of the gear was droppable in astral or to be crafted from profession, and other half of your gear was to be crafted on the anvil but because of your astral keys, right? Now that has been removed, so all of that you can forget about it. All of your gear now officially drops in astral or Alrihat. Only tier 1 in astrals, so simple astral layer, no, and heroics as well. So in layer 2 in my case, but every layer for astral and heroics and Alrihat are going to be dropping tier 1 gear. That's the basic gear you're gonna want to have to begin with, always. That's the basic. Now there's a difference between getting gear from astral / heroics and gear from Rihat. Gear from Rihat is always going to be 90 percentage. I mean efficiency percentage. It's never gonna be more than that. For the gear from astral and heroics, they vary between 90 and all the way up to 115. That's correct. So you don't have to get them at a certain percentage and then upgrade them with insignias. It's just pure luck if you get the gear drop. And then on top of that, there's an RNG going on depending on how much percentage your gear piece is going to have. Now, as you can see, I believe I had this one as a drop on 115. I didn't upgrade it, so it's pure luck. You can also have drops on 105, 100, 110 and 115. I'm not sure if it can be any percentage in between those numbers, but I'm gonna go with no for now, unless I see different. You can always upgrade your gear with insignias from astrals. With insignias, as you can see here, on any gear, meaning you don't have to have it 100% and then upgrade with insignias. You can do it when they're already 90. So there's no more difference between having to transmute your gear. Like, transmuting doesn't exist either. Transmuting has been removed. So you just simply get your gear from astral or Rihat, and then you either keep grinding for a better drop with a better percentage, with the same gear slot, or you simply start upgrading it with insignias. Now you can also craft insignias here, as you can see, simply by going on the anvil. You'll need dust, amalgam and gold, as you can see. So the higher the percentage you want to craft, the insignia you want to craft, you're gonna obviously need more materials. So that's been changed as well. So you can still get insignias in heroics. You're also gonna get them in Alrihat. You're only going to get the current layer. So for in my example, I'm gonna use mine as example. My layer is the blue one. You're going to only get blue insignias when opening the big Alrihat chest, the PvP chests, The chests that you find randomly throughout Alrihat, they're gonna always drop the insignias of the previous quality. So in this case, it's gonna be green. They will keep dropping. I think it's a stupid system. I would say that they should make it so that the game checks your gear score. If it knows, or if it simply sees that all your gear is already blue, it should give you simply something else instead, rather than keep giving insignias that you don't need. Anyway, that's beside of the point. So that's how you upgrade your gear all the way to 115. Simply get insignias from still heroics, or you craft them here with amalgam and dust and gold. So aside from that, that's everything about the upgrading your gear from 90% to 115. This is applying to every single tier you're getting, so whether it's going to be tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, the same applies. And as I said before, you won't upgrade your gear, but you're going to replace it. So once you have full tier 1 gear, how are you going to move on towards tier 2? In the patch notes it said that tier 2 is going to be attainable from doing observatory raids. Observatory raids are supposed to drop them. However, right now we still don't have this in the game. So the only way to get to tier 2 is simply by spending your astral keys so that you get your materials here, enchanted material, and then you'll be able to craft for this. So I'm assuming there's going to be 5 different kinds of materials you can craft here for upgrading your armor. In my case, I'm going to show it with leather, but it's going to be the same for every other profession, meaning for Plaid and for tailoring, so that you know how it works. In this case, for leather working, I can craft rare Yuft blank for equipment. Yuft is supposed to say leather, I suppose. So that's for leather that I can craft to make each and single piece that I can equip tier 2. Then for accessories, jewelry, you can also craft. And then you have satin for cloth, which is in my case only the cape, but it's supposed for people that are playing mage or another cloth class are gonna have to craft these rare satins all the time for the rest of the gear, as well. As you can see, you need still gold, not too much. You need the materials from your astral keys, and then this piece you can get. Now, how are you gonna get this piece? This is where your profession comes into play. When I go to my profession, being leather worker right now, you can see that you can also craft tier 1 gear. This is all tier 1 you can craft simply by crafting with the new material that drops in KOE. Combine it with the material that you can buy at your profession vendor, and tada, you have your tier 1 gear. But I don't advise to do this because you might as well just get all this stuff from drops in Astral or Alrihat. So probably do like your dailies twice for 2 days, do some Astrals in between, and you might as well be full gear by now. But that's not what we want to do. We want to go all the way here to this material because this is the material we want to get for our tier 2. As you can see, I can craft the rare Yuft blank, and I go to page 2, I can also craft the jewelry. I'm not able to craft the satin because that's for cloth and I'm a leather worker, and I can't craft the plate materials because I'm a leather worker. So for that stuff, you will need to reach out to other crafters, other professions to craft them for you. So that's what I really like about this. It's going to boost the in-game economy a lot because of this. They're forcing people to trade with each other to get your stuff that you need. So as you can see, this is stuff we need. Now obviously when you fail your crafting, you get only 1. When you get a full green set in crafting, you get 2. If you get full blue, you get 3 of them. And if you get full epic colors in crafting, you get 4 of them. Now what you need for this is that, of course, you need again the dragon cord. In my case, this is what you simply buy at your vendor, again your profession vendor. You will need this material pattern of rare Yuft. Now this is the stuff that you can make from getting your loot in KOE. So by grinding KOE, you're gonna get something called ambrosia hide for leather workers. It's gonna be called ambrosia silk for tailorings, and then the people that have blacksmithing, and also weaponsmithing, you can also get your ore, and it's gonna be called auricalcum ore, I believe. And that's what you're going to mine in KOE and Alroha as well, to craft this material called the rare Yuft, the pattern of the rare Yuft. Now when you have 500 of these, you will have this ready and you'll be able to craft this, but you will also need Meteorite Fragment. Now Meteorite Fragment is something, it's just one item piece that you can get as a drop. Every single profession needs the same item. So this is going to be in general for everybody. Where can you get this one? This is going to be attainable in KOE, where you can literally just grind your ass off until it drops. Right now it still has a pretty low drop rate. It's already been buffed, the drop rate, so that it would drop more often. But it's still not really that. People still have to actually spend their time in KOE grinding kobolds or whatever mob you're farming there until they get the drop. But you can also get it in Alroha for doing your dailies, and you can simply buy it here for 2000 sovereign. On top of that, they're also going to increase the cap of how much sovereign you can get a week. I mean, not a week, sorry, in total, because it used to be 2,000. Now after 12.0, it's going to be increasing to 5,000 because you will need to get these Meteorite fragments, which is already the cap. So just easier to get it without losing sovereign when you're saving up for these things. So once you have 2 of these, you'll be able to craft this material. And that's how you get these materials to get your tier 2 armor piece. And as you can see here, I crafted my armor piece tier 2. And then you simply replace this one with your tier 1, and that's it really. Then you can start upgrading this one with insignias, because this one doesn't drop obviously on higher percentages. You can also not craft it with higher percentages. On the anvil it's just 90%, and you have to upgrade it with your insignias from heroics or crafting insignias from the anvil. So yeah, that's about everything about the gearing system in 12.0. If there's any more questions about this, or if there's something that I somehow skipped about, let me know in the comments down below. I'll answer gladly on how it works, because my goal right now on my channel is to inform everybody that plays Allods Online how everything works correctly, because there's a lot of people asking these things. Some of this doesn't seem clear always, so that's why we're here to help you. Just ask away, we're gonna do our best to explain it to you, so that we can all play together and no one's being left behind, right? So I thank you for watching, guys. Hope you like it. If you like, please like the video, and if you want to see more content about Allods, if you want to see me do more about this stuff, then please subscribe. It really helps me motivate as well when I see more people subscribing. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Bye.